Today, let's talk about alternative dispute resolution. This means all the alternatives, methods, mechanisms that you can use to settle your dispute without going to court. It means settling your problems, your differences, your disputes with someone else using the methods of arbitration, mediation, conciliation, negotiation, instead of using the traditional dispute settlement method, which is what? Litigation. What parties do when drawing up contracts is to insert an arbitration clause, which is that in the event that there is a breach of the terms of the contract, that the parties will have to submit themselves to arbitration or mediation. They can also include who they will choose, whether it's an individual person or an authority, an institution which carries out such responsibility. Now, when the parties have submitted themselves to arbitration, at the end of the process, the arbitrator or the mediator will have to document all the terms that the parties have agreed, signed by the parties and the arbitrator or the mediator, as the case may be. And this will become the terms of their existence or relationship, as the case may be. So, but where the parties on their own did not include such terms in their contractual document and the matter is before a court, the court on its own, where it feels that it is necessary to submit to arbitration or mediation, can also or may advise the parties to do so. So when the parties have submitted themselves based on the advice or recommendation of the court, at the end of the process, the parties or the mediator will now revert back to the court, submitting the terms that the parties have agreed, and the court will enter it as a consent judgment, which means it becomes the judgment of the court on that issue. Now, alternative dispute resolution is not something that will be forced on the parties. Parties must voluntarily choose to submit themselves to the process of mediation or arbitration. This has to do with commercial disputes, disputes that relate to family arrangements, that relate to banking, insurance companies, and so on. The good thing about alternative dispute resolution is that it will save you cost, it will save you time, and it will save your relationship or friendship. Unlike the other method of dispute settlement, which is litigation, where once parties begin to attend the court sessions, they see themselves as enemies. They don't want to walk on the same path anymore. They are now opponents. They see themselves that they are at war with each other. That is not how it is with alternative dispute resolution. I hope you're going to consider it while settling your disputes, because we are in a world, whether we like it or not. It's not like you ordinarily just want to create tension in the environment that you find yourself, but because we are human beings and we have needs. We are human beings, our interests differ, and we want to see these needs met. We want to see these interests addressed at one point or the other. Tension is bound to happen. Disagreements are bound to happen. What's important is how you address them to get what you want. Have a nice day. Follow us for